Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Just a minute, I'm logging through my laptop.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Can somebody?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Can somebody do the Kirtan meanwhile? Hare Krishna Mahamantra Kirtan. Hare Krishna. We'll start with the prayers. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaya Kadamahyam Dadanti Swapadantikam Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschata Deshatarini Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Hara Haraya Nama Krishnaya Davaya Namaha Yadavaya Madhavaya Govindaya Namaha Sri Krishna Hari Bol Gopala Hari Bol Radha Ramana Govinda Hari Bol Jayo Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Radhe Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Panchatattva Jaya Panchatattva Panchatattva Jaya Panchatattva Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Nitai Gaura Haribo 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo 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 Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Welcome you all to the Bhakti Sadachar course. I think today we are in week 5.
Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Okay. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So whatever we are learning in these classes is based on the teachings of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. He is the founder Acharya for International Society of Krishna Consciousness. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So lesson number 5 is Vaishnava dress. Yes, anybody have an idea about what is Vaishnava dress?
Dhoti, kurta, gopi dress.
Vaishnav Tilak.
Okay.
It's Vaishnav Tilak. And the Tulsi Kanti Mala. The Brahmachari dress for male people, it will be dhoti kurta, and for women it will be Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay. A person desiring to advance in spiritual understanding should be extremely careful to avoid reading ordinary literature. Okay. The world is full of ordinary literature that creates unnecessary agitation in the mind, such as literature, including newspapers, dramas, novels, and magazines. Is factually not meant for development in spiritual knowledge. Anyone advancing in spiritual knowledge must reject such literature. Hope it is self-explanatory. I need not explain about it. Okay, what you should read every day? Hare Krishna.
Bhagavad Gita Mataji.
So the books which enhance our spiritual interest, we should read that, like Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita. Okay. And there are many more books which are written by Srila Prabhupada. So that sort of a literature we should read, rather than, we should not waste our time on this ordinary literature, because it will not help us to elevate spiritually and go back to Godhead. Okay. But I'll find that these boys, these American boys who have come to Krishna consciousness, they have kicked out newspaper. Oh, wow. So no more newspaper, because there is no Krishna Katha. They don't like to read it. So that is a test. We do not know what is happening daily. It doesn't matter. Newspaper, it's a waste of time. Okay. This was a version of the American boys who have taken up the Krishna consciousness. Okay. And Srila Prabhupada is saying, once you are more connected to the God like American boys, you will give up on all these things. Sometimes the movies that are demonstrated in the plane, and I close my eyes. I do not like to see them, because that impression carries. It is a very disturbing fact to me. So the visuals create a great impact on your brain, isn't it? So nowadays, I think no movie is like all the family members can sit together and see that movie. So and everything what is shown, whether it's a literature or a newspaper or a television or the social media, it's all agitating the mind in one way or the other way. So Srila Prabhupada is saying here, come on, dance with us. It is not recreation. When you don't get tired, take prasadam. Okay. Sorry, when you get tired, take prasadam. And do you want more recreation than this? What is your answer? So most of us in the past, maybe in the present, and many of us among us, people love to go out for a parties, to dance, to eat, and all those things. So here, Srila Prabhupada is saying, come to the devotee congregational meeting, That's what we do it. We dance, and when we are tired, we take the prasadam. So what else you want more than this? Okay. You go to the ball dance and so many other dances, and you pay for it, but we don't charge. So for temples, it is all free. If you simply come and chant for recreation, it's very nice. Everything there is Krishna consciousness. We want music, there is music. We want dancing, there is a dance. You can bring nice musical instrument also, and you can join. So we distribute nice palatable dishes. So practically, this is a system of recreation only. So Srila Prabhupada is saying this. So whenever we invite our friends to the Kirtan party or to any of these celebrations and all, that's what we should tell them. And also to ourselves also to move from home. Yeah. So can somebody identify what pictures are shown here? What does this?
These are fighters, soldiers, fighters. Someone from the military background.
Okay, there is no Vaishnava in this?
No, Mataji. There is no Vaishnava here.
So how do you identify?
When they carry japamalas, when they wear Vaishnav tilak, when they wear tulsi kanti mala, and for male people when they wear dhoti kurta, and for females they wear sari or salwar suit. Something which covers their body inside the temple premises.
So,
The Vaishnav tilak is very important.
so maybe there are Vaishnavas in this, but they are in a uniform right now. So seeing this uniform, we don't tell anybody who is a Vaishnava in this, right?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. What does this picture say about? The woman, who is she? Like, how
She's
she's,
queen.
yeah, queen. Based on her attire and all, we are saying she's a queen. Is she a Vaishnavi? We don't know. Here also, identify these people.
Engineers, Mataji.
Yeah, who is he?
General person.
Yes,
They are the
what?
Corona warriors.
Yes.
Students. Marriage.
Bride and bridegroom. Okay. These people. Olympics, isn't it?
Yes, Mataji.
Then who are these people?
Yes,
Brahmachari.
these are Vaishnavas. These are twin devotee brothers.
Okay. But seeing them, we can say they are Vaishnavas.
Yes,
So
Mataji.
what is so striking in these people than the other people?
They are also Vaishnava attire.
So these two Prabhujis are Vaishnavas, Brahmacharis, okay, and Sannyasi, and wearing the Kantimala, keeping the Vaishnava tilak, and holding Srimad Bhagavatam in their hand. And you can see their pleasantness on the face, okay? The saffron robes and the shaven head are not essential, although they create a good mental situation. Just as when a military man is dressed properly, he gets energy. He feels like a military man. Okay. Does that mean that unless he is in uniform, he cannot fight? No. In the same way, God consciousness cannot be checked. It can be revived in any circumstances, but certain conditions are helpful. Therefore, we prescribe that you live in a certain way, dress in a certain way, eat in a certain way, and so on. So there should be a uniformity across the globe. Whosoever is following this principle, so Vaishnava code should be uniform, whether he's in America or in Australia or in India. Okay. So as you have a uniform code for all other profession, for a Vaishnava, true Vaishnava and a true Krishna conscious devotee, there should be a uniform code, and this is what is that. The foolish rascals, they say that, what is the necessary of this? That, no, this is necessary. Otherwise, how do I identify? Okay, you must always remain dressed like a Vaishnava. That is a necessity. So, no prakraniya. It's very beautiful to see. Otherwise, how they become impressed to practice the Krishna consciousness. So we should always be dressed in the Vaishnava attire. Hare Krishna. I wanted one devotee volunteer to read this.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Mataji, please.
Regarding dress, I have already written to you that you can dress as smartly as possible to deal with the public and dress in immaterial in Krishna consciousness. Consciousness is within. I am a sannyasi, but if some important work requires I dress myself like a smart gentleman, I would immediately accept it, so it is not a problem.
So it gives that feel, festive attire, bridal attire, or some uniform. So all those things that make you feel that duty conscious. Similarly, to feel the God conscious, you should always get ready in that Vaishnava attire. Yeah. Somebody please read this.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
From the instructions given to King Prataparudra by Sarvabhauma Bhahu Acharya, we can understand that we may change our dress in any way to facilitate our service. When our members change their dress to meet the public or to introduce our books, they are not breaking the devotional principle. The real principle is to spread the Krishna consciousness movement. And if one has to change into regular Western dress for this purpose, there should be no objection. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Say, suppose Surekha Mataji, somebody will come to you in a Western dress and they will give you Bhagavad Gita. Mataji, please read. Will you take it, Mataji?
I'll think whether he is from ISKCON or no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whether he is from an authentic source or no.
Yes, true.
The first benefit of doubt what we have in our mind, isn't it?
Yes.
Suppose if he is well dressed, may not be a true Vaishnava, but for book selling, he wore the dress and all and is coming to you and giving you. Will you take? 100% you will take, isn't it?
Yes.
So it will not happen like that. I'm just telling you. So being in a true Vaishnava attire, and for a men, the dhoti, kurta, and shikha, all those things are the true characteristic of a true Vaishnavite. So they should always take it as a privilege and practice it in a daily life, so that when they are doing service to the Lord, everybody will become attracted towards the Krishna. Like we are giving an opportunity to the other people, who are not in Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna. I wanted another devotee volunteer to read this.
May I read?
Yes, Rachita.
In our Krishna conscious movement, the tactic of dressing oneself like an ordinary karmi is necessary because everyone in this demoniac kingdom is against the Vaishnava teachings. Of Krishna consciousness must go forward in the dress or any other dress for the purpose of preaching. Chanakya Pandita says that if an honest person deals with a great cheater, it is necessary for him to become a cheater also, but not for the purpose of cheating, but to make his preaching successful.
Hare Krishna.
Srimad Bhagavatam.
Yeah. So Srila Prabhupada, when he entered America, many people opposed his movement and many difficulties he faced. So, but he never put a step back in his, he didn't change his attire, he didn't change his chanting, he didn't change the way he is, So we should carry that legacy or being a true Vaishnava so that others become attracted to our devotion service, and we are giving it an opportunity indirectly to them become a great devotee. Okay. Yeah, so Srila Prabhupada is saying here, in my opinion, clean shaven brahmacharis and grahasthas in saffron robes looks like angels from Vaikuntha. So this picture shows that, isn't it? All of them are looking so beautiful in the saffron robes and Krishna conscious true Vaishnava dress, isn't it? It is depicting that they are the pure devotees. The dress, the kantimala, the Vaishnava tilaka, the kirtan, bhajan, all those things, blissfully they are dancing. So next comes the tilaka, okay? So I have no objection if members of the society dress like a nice American gentleman. But in all circumstances, a devotee cannot avoid tilaka. A flag on the head and the beads on the neck. These are the essential features of a Vaishnava. Okay. Should always wear the tilaka on the forehead. So the tilaks on the forehead are and the other parts of the body. So where all you place the tilak before doing the puja is one on the forehead, one on the kanthi, another on the chest, and one on the umbilicus, above umbilicus, and two on either side of umbilicus, one on the two on your right upper arm and the elbow, and left upper arm and elbow. One is at the lumbar region, that is the back, and another is on the upper back, and one on the your what is a head, that is the occipital region. So these are the 12 places where you earmark this tilak by saying a mantra: Keshavaya Namaha, Narayanaya Namaha, Govindaya Namaha, Vamanaya Namaha, Vishnave Namaha, Sridharaya Namaha, Rishikesha, and Padmanabhaya Namaha, Damodaraya Namaha. So like this, you will say 12 names and you mark your body with this tilaka, and it is all full protected. Now we can proceed on to your japa and puja. Okay. It doesn't matter where a person wear tilak, who wear tilaka, where a person who wear tilaka dies, even if he is a Chandala, he will go to my abode, riding on a spaceship and become worshipped there. When a person wearing tilak eats in somebody's house, I deliver 20 generations of his host from the hell. So such an important thing is where is the wearing the Vaishnava tilaka. Okay, if somebody has committed any mistakes in the past also, if a person wears Gopi Chandana Tilaka, the Yamaraja cannot take him away. How then can Yamaraja messenger touch him? So a sinner who daily wears Gopi Chandana Tilaka go to Krishna Loka, Lord Krishna's abode, Goloka, which is beyond the world of matter. So, yeah, in Padma Purana, it is been told, yeah. O Maharaja Ambarish, who is a great king, in order to become free from the greatest of sinful activities, just behold a person who wears tilak with a gopi chandan. So it is utmost important to mark yourself with a tilaka, Vaishnava tilaka every day. Next comes the Vaishnava dress. Kashyapa Muni advised his wife not to go out on the street unless she was well decorated and well dressed. He did not encourage the miniskirts that have now become fashionable. In Oriental civilization, when a woman goes out onto the street, she must be fully covered so that no man will recognize who she is. All these methods are to be accepted for purifications. So you can see a Mataji who is standing behind Srila Prabhupada. That's a typical Vaishnava attire for a female devotee. Yeah, Hare Krishna. Anybody wanted to read this? Yes, Mataji, Hare Krishna.
According to Vedic civilization, respectable woman cannot be seen even by the sun. Ashurya Pachayat. How can you avoid sun? But it is said like that. The sun will find difficulty to see one man's woman. Yes, Ashurya Pachayat. Ashuryam. Surya means the sun. Sun cannot. Sun will also hanker after her. How can I see that woman?
It is one way of protecting the women in the society. It would be nicer if you can put on sari. You can learn it from Jadurani. And you must remain like a nice girl. The dress and appearance is social convention of the society. She's a devotee of great devotee of Srila Prabhupada. And yeah. Yes, rather these girls, when they're dressed in an Indian way, they look more beautiful. that you will have to admit, isn't it? Yes. This is a conversation of Srila Prabhupada with a Christian priest in Paris. Hare Krishna. Somebody please volunteer to read this.
Mataji, can I read?
Yes, Sangeeta Mataji. Hare Krishna can read.
So we should be known.
Yes, Hare Krishna. What happened?
At least once on the day of Purnima, 4 days after Ekadashi, once in a month, in the bright night, you must be.
So once in a month, you should be shaving your head. Hare Krishna. Yes, Vaishnavi Mataji, you can read this.
Unless absolutely necessary, one should keep head shaven and not allow the hair to grow long. If absolutely necessary, one can dress like an American gentleman with short hair, but long hair is prohibited. The reason that one with long hair is not my disciple is because he is against the principle unless absolutely necessary, one should keep hair short, and if necessary, one can dress like an American gentleman with short hair.
Hare Krishna. So it is generally it should be shaven head, but in unforeseen situation, some situation where it is mandated, you can put on a short hair. Okay.
Mataji, I have a doubt. Then what about women?
It's regard to men only, ma.
Yes.
Hare Krishna. So when generally grahasthas wear white for men and colorful saris for the women, and while performing sacrifices, they may wear yellow cloth, which is considered auspicious. In India, our householder devotee men are all wearing white clothes, and they are looking very nice. Krishna. Before me, so many Swamijis went there. They did not give, but they took something and came here and advertised themselves as a foreign returned sannyasi and exploited the people. They lost even the original dress. Everyone knows I have never changed my dress. Rather, I have given the dress to the foreigners and they have taken it. Okay, that is a true devotee, isn't it? So Srila Prabhupada has gifted these beautiful Indian dresses to all the foreigners who are interested in Krishna consciousness, and he gave them the opportunity to be a true devotees. Okay, Hare Krishna. This is all for today. Vaishnava dress, Vaishnava tilak, Vaishnava attire. Any doubts?
Mataji, what would you suggest for a person who is enthusiastic in the movement? What would you suggest?
Let them chant, let them wear. Who is stopping them?
Suppose they are born in a non-vegetarian family and they are interested in Krishna consciousness.